Welcome back, YouTubers, to Sneakers and Up, and I am Dante.
I'm GC, and today we're doing another episode of Heat, Sleep, or Nah. So first up, boom, we got the Jordan 5 Michigan. Let me give you a little Vanna White action here.
Are these Michigan or the Fab Five? I don't remember.
Well, it's not either one because there's no actual Michigan affiliation on the shoe.
Okay.
But a lot of people call these the Michigans, but the Fab Five were at Michigan, so
Right.
I don't know what the difference of the two would be. Anyways, this is a shoe. It has suede here, and I'm just showing you some of the details so you guys can see. I still haven't worn these yet, and I have a little story to tell about these a little bit later, but let me know, Dante, what do you think? Heat, sleep, or nah?
So in case you're on Mr. Early inside of the tongue, inspire. So I think that these are Heat. I want them. I like them. The price tag is a little steep as far as retail goes. Was it $225? I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little steep for me to pay retail for these, so I'm gonna wait until. It's a 5.
Right.
So 5s, there is no hype behind 5s. All 5s end up dying down. Yeah. So once it finally does,
Except the Raging Bulls.
yes, which I feel that's a whole nother story. But I had 2 pairs and sold them both. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, and one was DS. Anyway, so this to me, this is a Heat. I think these are dope. I have a weak spot for yellow. So yeah, so these are gonna be Heat for me.
Next up, this is a shoe that I've talked about many times, but Mr. Dante hasn't seen it yet. Boom, 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 boom. Now let's do a little slow. This is the Air Jordan 4 Ray Allen Seattle Supersonics, not Sonics, Supersonics Custom 4s. Shout out to my man, 50 grand, Ben Aguayo, who put this shoe together. What he did was, this was originally a Chrome 4 or Anniversary 4. And what he did was he basically got the back patch from someone, he got the front patch from someone else. I'm leaving out the names because I've already talked about this, and put it all together. So Ben Aguayo assembled this shoe, painted it, and gathered all the materials to make this happen. What do you think, Dante? Heat, sleep, or nah?
So much heat it flies out the building.
Okay.
Now, if this was a current team, then nah. I mean, that could probably be a sleep. If it was a current team, it would be a dope custom. But because you're taking it back to the Supersonics, Supersonics,
Yep.
Heat, and it's subtle, it's low key, it dope with the patchwork. He did a great job. Ben did a great job putting this back together after he kind of took it apart. Because obviously, in order to do that, you kind of have to deconstruct.
Yep.
Obviously, in order to do this, you have to deconstruct a little bit. He did a great job. Great job. If it was just a Chrome 4, it's an all-white sneaker. They end up turning yellow. I'm not really feeling it. I think all-white sneakers, especially one like this, needs to be customized.
Yeah.
Crazy job. Heat. Definite heat. Heat, multiple flames right here. Heat.
Nice. And one of the things, if you're from Seattle or rock with the Seattle Supersonics, was a big fan of them. Those type of people, when I see them, they go nuts when they see these shoes. So that's it for me. Let's move on to Dante's.
So I have no affiliation with Seattle at all. I don't even think I've been there. But I was alive when it was still the Supersonics.
Yep.
So that takes me back a little bit too. All right, so the first one I have up, we're going to hop on that new wave to kind of see what's going on, is the Jordan 1 Low. Now, I know I've spoken in the past about Jordan 1 mids. I still feel strongly about Jordan 1 mids. I don't like them, but I do like the lows. I'm a low top person. So low top and Jordan 1 highs. But what do you think about lows? Are you feeling the new wave?
I'm not in the lows because, again, I wear a size 13.
Yeah, that's true.
The same reason why I don't wear Chuck Taylors, why I don't wear Vans, why I don't wear, there's another shoe I'm forgetting right now, but they don't look good on long feet because these shoes tend to be, especially the Chuck Taylors and the Vans, they tend to have like a kind of a narrow body. So on a long foot and narrow body, it just looks like a ski. So it's funny, I looked at the shoe, my first thought was I wanted to say sleep because I'm not really feeling it, but the way this pops, this is heat. The thing is heat if you know how to rock it. So if you can pull this off and you're not wearing almost cuts, but if you're not wearing like a flashy reflective suit with the whole from top to bottom, you're gonna look like a clown. But if you can pull this off with a nice fit, this is actually
about
heat.
The Mace back in the day, the Mace and Biggie.
Exactly. So anyways, Yeah, this is heat, definitely. If you can't pull it off, though, this would be a nah. So this is kind of a, oh man, first time. This would be a heaty nah, depending upon who you are and how you rock.
Oh, a heaty nah.
A heaty
okay.
nah, exactly. Because it could
That's
be
the first.
this could be garbage if you look like a clown wearing them, and this can be dope if you know how to pull it off.
Okay.
Heaty nah, first time for
Heaty
everything.
nah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a nah. All right. So next up we have Young King of the Drip. Now, I brought these full well and know that you don't like the craziness, but I wanted to bring them just in case, so that way y'all can see inside of there as well. That, let me just tell you, these I like wearing athletic sneakers without socks sometimes, just depending. Don't wear these without socks. That does not feel comfortable. But just to give it an all the way look around. But the shoe itself, the sneaker, is definitely super comfortable. It does not feel like your average 720. So what do you think?
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say he's super nah.
Oh.
So, anyways, yeah, with this shoe, let me just talk about a couple of things, and then I'll give you my opinion. So, or rating. So the thing is, if you look closely at this shoe, the materials are really nice. Like this is here, you know, whatever that fabric is, the suede here. There's a lot going on here. Okay, ripstop. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Even you have like the air bubble, and then you have something inside the air bubble. So the shoe is, you know, looks pretty, pretty nice. Like technically, or from just like a craftsmanship point of view, you have the little tag here and all the other stuff, the cork inside. So this shoe right here gets a nah for me because it reminds me of like someone who's like really artistic, so they're just really out there, and that's just not my vibe. I'm more like an X's and O's, you know, keep it simple kind of person. So for me, this is a nah because it's for flashy people who like that just way out there kind of stuff. And someone might say that, I just thought about that ironically about the velvet red shoes I showed in the earlier video. Anyways, but yeah, this gets a nah. I can see how this could be sleep or heat for other people who can make this work, but for me, I would look like a freaking clown wearing these.
That's fair. And they are Odell Beckham Jr.'s, and they are titled Young King of the Drip.
Right.
Which I have to say that name is stupid.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, there's so many other names. Why nickname it that? Anyway, so, but yeah, I mean, that makes total sense. Young King of the Drip and flashy, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta have some serious style to pull it off. You can pull it off, I'm sure it'll be good, but for me, I don't see myself pulling it off, so I have to give that a nah.
All right, sounds good. Nah.
Another episode, Sneakers and Up in the books.
Don't forget to check out the Instagram.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, Sneakers and Up.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to hear my old man rants, my little thoughts about life and the game and stuff like that, you know, a few, you know, I think like nuggets and tips that might be helpful to you, check it out.
Sure. All right, guys, that's all we got.
Let's wrap
Feel
it up.
free to comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You know how it goes.
Definitely.
Peace.
Peace.